Wow, when I was told I would have the honor of introducing my amazing sister Rebecca, I didn't factor in 600 beautiful girls staring at me. Making me kind of nervous. Now I'm going to read a quote by Clara Ortega, which I feel depicts the relationship between brother and sister. To the outside world, we all grow old, but not to brothers and sisters. We know each other as we always were. We know each other's hearts. Remember family secrets, family griefs and joys. We live outside the touch of time. Rebecca and I are very close as siblings. We're only 15 months apart. We've gone through everything together. She's without a doubt my best friend. The last 2 years before I had my license, my sister would drive me around to dates, movies, and restaurants, or anywhere I wished to go. She always let me hook up my iPod and play whichever songs I wanted, the files I wanted. I'm very grateful for this, and I'm surprised she put up with me, even though at times I'm sure I was unbearably annoying. We have our disagreements and might argue with each other, but I can never stay mad at someone I love so dearly for long, usually only a couple of short minutes. If I could characterize my sister in a few short words, I would describe her as the most loving, sweetest, beautiful, hardworking, simply amazing sister I could ever hope for. Thank you.
Thank you, Preston, for that wonderful introduction. I love you. And thanks to all my friends and family for being here today. It means so much. A word can bring a strong image to mind. My last name, Rose, for example, could evoke the image of Alice in Wonderland painting the white roses red for the Queen of Hearts, or perhaps one of Shakespeare's famous sonnets. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Today, the image I want you to think of is the compass rose. The compass rose is an ancient device used to indicate the directions of the winds, north, south, east, and west. Around the world, the compass rose is used in video games, storybooks, and even as a logo for one of Brazil's largest airlines. But to me, it's a way to navigate myself through life and find my true north. This is the theme of my talk. For centuries, navigators have used this compass to give them true direction, preventing them from being lost at sea. Most modern navigation relies on a system called GPS. This technology is based on a series of satellites in geocentric orbit around the Earth. Our own school has cleverly used this phraseology in their marketing campaigns to portray an education here as helping girls to find their true direction in life. For me, GPS is the place where I've spent thousands of hours poring over textbooks, studying for tests, and making lifelong friends. After all, this is the foundation of our life journey. Like many of you, I started my GPS career in the 6th grade. It was hard navigating through various classrooms and halls, as well as the schedule changes and other activities. Thank goodness my teachers and friends became a part of my roadmap to success. At the same time, I was developing my own spiritual compass under the influence of my family and church. This is another directional aid for me. It helps me understand my place in God's creation and to stay on the correct path. A compass is supposed to point you in the right direction. It gets you from point A to point B. Sometimes we feel so overwhelmed, and that's when I have to check my compass and say, wait a minute, am I on the right path? Now that I've reached my senior year and am close to arriving at a break or a waypoint on my roadmap, I've come to appreciate all of the values, disciplines, and habits that this school has instilled in me. Coming back to my rose compass, I'm reminded of the maxim that reads as follows. She wasn't where she had been, she wasn't where she was going, but she was on her way. I'm not that little 6th grader with big eyes afraid of the world. I've found my way through all the halls of GPS, but it isn't the end. I've got graduation and college ahead of me, and I'm still on my way. So I'd like to leave you with one final thought. How I find my true north. It's a story from Luke, a book in the New Testament. A man comes up to Jesus and asks, should we pay taxes to Caesar? Jesus then asks the man, do you have a coin? The man says, yeah, sure, I have a coin. Jesus asks, whose image is on the coin? The man looks at the coin and responds, Caesar's image is on the coin. So Jesus answers him by saying, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God that which belongs to God. The man walked away, the story ends. Now here's my point. The man should have asked a follow-up question. How do I know what belongs to God? And Jesus would have asked him, whose image is on you? This is how I find my true north, by whose image is on me. How will each of you find your true north? Thank you.
I just wondered who came out and suggested
So proud of Bethel. You did a great job.
just bring church. Yeah.
Right when those trying to give Rebecca. Wait. Yeah. Rebecca, we are so big.